So, howdy do, ladies and turds. These are the last 10 minutes here of March 27, 2023. Pretty much when the eShop for both the 3DS and the Wii U close. Basically, the official final nail, to the coffin of both the 3DS and Wii U, where Nintendo stops supporting them anymore. Like, once the eShop goes down, that's it, right? Like, they're officially dead. And so, these two consoles are important to me. And that's why I'm recording this little, I already recorded a lot of footage the past week for archival reasons. And so now I'm just going to, I don't know, I guess just sit here for 10 minutes, right? One final look around at both the Wii U version and the 3DS eShop before they finally close, right? So here's on the 3DS, you've had this, you can't add funds onto the eShop anymore for quite a while now, right? You have some derpy little Detective Pikachu, like basically nothing mentioning, aside for this thing, that the eShop is closing, right? I think Nintendo is just trying to close it and then move on, right? But it makes me sad. Like, I've had both of these consoles since like 2012, 2013, right? And they have a very special place in my heart for over 10 years. I've had a lot of memories with these, and I just want to kind of scroll through here to share some stories, I guess. I like to make a video, like on both the 3DS and Wii U, my games that I like and all that stuff, but yeah, just want to, show some, I don't know, some love for both of these consoles before it's too late here. Little tear. I don't even know where to start. Like I said, I already recorded everything, and yeah, I don't know. Let's see, what are the top games on the 3DS according to Nintendo? We have, of course, Pokemon Bank. People are going crazy because once the eShop goes down, you can't really do anything after that. Pokemon Sun and Moon, I only played a little bit. Pokemon Y was my game on the 3DS, right? I got that for a steal of a deal. And I played that like crazy. Link to the Past, or Link Between Worlds, when that came out, right, on the 3DS, that's when I got mine. I pre-ordered it, and then I remember I have a very, special memory, because on that same day, I went to go see the Symphony, right? Like the Zelda Symphony of the Goddess back in like 2012 or something. And the funny story is, I was like, oh, what is Street Pass? And I was trying to learn about it, and I was like, oh, that's cool. So that means if I bring my 3DS to the Symphony, I'm gonna have like thousands of people, right? Like, joining my 3DS. And I didn't realize until I came back home that there was only 10 people that joined, because the 3DS has a limit of 10 people, and not like over 1,000 or whatever. And I was like, oh man, that's bootleg. Of course, Metroid Samus, Returns was a big deal. Finally, Nintendo, after like Federation Force was released, they, gave us a proper Metroid game after what felt like 100 years, right? And that was huge. I remember getting that, in Toys R Us. Yeah, I love Street Pass. I love Miiverse. That brought me a little tear. I did the same thing for Miiverse, right, all those years ago. I recorded my own archive footage for Wind Waker and everything, basically, because I knew I was going to use it in the future. And Miiverse is such a huge and important, like part of these two consoles. It made me sad when those ended. And so, yeah. Then, I actually have a list here. I might as well. I'm just going to leave the eShop open here. Like, I've already kind of looked through this a million times this past week. Right, same with the Wii U, my boy. And yeah, I just wanna talk a little bit, right, about these two consoles here. And so yeah, here's the 3DS, of course. I was gonna do a derpy challenge, right, like a little video where I was like, oh, let me see how many, can I finish every single Wii U and 3DS demo in 3 days before the eShop closes. And I actually downloaded everything, right, like all the demos, free updates, free DLC, all that stuff. And then I realized, I was like, oh god, there's over 150, like 3DS, like demos, and then there's maybe 40 on the Wii U. And I tried for like 5 hours. I have it recorded here and everything, but then I realized I'm like, I'd rather just record some footage, archive it if anything, and then I don't know. It just felt like it was a lot of work and not really worth it, to be honest. But yeah, 3DS. I'm just gonna start spitballing here. Link Between Worlds, one of my favorite games ever. I spent 3 days, no guide, nothing, just playing it. Fantasy Life. I love Fantasy Life. That game is awesome, and I'm glad to see that the sequel, or another game, is coming to the Switch. Final Fantasy The At Rhythm, top-notch rhythm game, right? Came out to the Switch too. Very fun. Metroid Samus Returns, I already mentioned, is a big deal. I love Metroid, and that was huge for Metroid fans. Rhythm Heaven Mega Mix, top-notch, right? That is one of the games that's actually going to be lost to the eShop, because I believe it's a digital only game, and that makes me very sad, because like that game is awesome, and once the eShop closes in like 3 minutes, you won't be able to get it anymore officially, right? Like that's bootleg. Box Boy, I love that game. I'm still playing it, right? Starting in like 2015, and I recently, last month, actually finished it, only to unlock a secret world. So still playing that game. Fire Emblem Awakening, top notch. I love having like the connections with all the characters and their personality. The only Fire Emblem game I've played, but very well made. Triforce Heroes, it was a lot of fun playing, with Maple and Weenie, multiplayer, the entire game. We almost finished the DLC, but we never got around to it. But it was a hoot. I'll never forget it. Adventure Time, Hey Ice King, Why'd You Steal Our Garbage? It's a short game, about 7 hours long, but it was a top-notch platformer on the 3DS. I liked it a lot, even though the name is like huge. Pokemon Y is probably my favorite Pokemon game, right? The only one that it was kind of like the first game that kind of got me into the series, to be honest. Before that, I haven't really played too much Pokemon, only a little bit, but that one was one where I actually sat through and enjoyed the entire experience. It was top-notch. Then Stretch Mo, the little sumo puzzle game, awesome. I love Stretch Mo, Crash Mo, and Push Mo World. They're all in the same series. It's a very fun little game to play every now and then when you're on the toilet or something. And then yeah, some of my favorite features are the 3D slider, Miiverse, Street Pass Plaza, and the internet browser, of course. And then as for Wii U, oh my lord, Wind Waker HD was why I bought it. Twilight Princess HD, Xenoblade X, probably my favorite game on this console, Super Mario 3D World, best multiplayer Mario game, Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze, Mario Kart 8, Splatoon, Pikmin 3, Super Smash Bros, Art Academy, Nintendo Land. The gamepad itself is awesome. The Wii, backwards compatibility, the fact you can play DS games on here, the GameCube adapter is good stuff, right? Being able to play Smash Bros, Miiverse, the entire personality of the eShops themselves. I'm gonna miss that a lot. Like the last time I was on the Switch, it just felt very boring and very empty, to be honest, right? Oh, it's officially any minute now, any second now, it might start to close. It's officially hit the time when it's supposed to close. But yeah, the personality of these systems, right? Like the 3DS, you have little themes and music and whatever, right? The fact you still don't have folders, something as simple as folders on the Switch, and the Switch has been out for like 6 years, 7, is kind of sad. It's like Nintendo, like, come on, what are you doing? You know what I mean? I don't know. It's just fun, like the little music you hear playing in the background, right? Jamming out, these little categories. It also feels much faster too, to be honest, at least to me. Like just using it with the touch screen, and then you have, the top screen right there. You have all the categories you want, everything. And the fact, this is the big one too. Like, Virtual Console, right? NES, Super Nintendo, Game Boy Advance, Nintendo 64, DS, Wii. TurboGrafx, Genesis, right? Like, this is huge. Like, the Switch has not even close to the amount of, you know, like, games and whatever on their, like, online service. And that's just the Wii, right? You go over to the 3DS, and you have even more too, right? Like DS games, DSi games, Game Boy, Game Boy Advance, like, I don't know, all of that is just gonna be gone now, right? I don't know. And it makes me sad. It makes me sad that, I mean, like I said, I get it. I know that these consoles have been out for, you know, over 10 years, and it was gonna happen eventually, right? Servers can't stay up forever. But I don't know. It's just like, it feels like Nintendo wants people, like, at least to give, you know, at least let there be another option or something, so people can officially buy these, right? Like, the fact that we're no longer going to be able to, like, the eShop is a huge part of both of these systems, right? I have a lot of these games physically that I bought a million years ago, right? DLC and everything too. But there's also a lot of games that I haven't and I would love to get, but after today, those prices are going to be up through the roof. And yeah, I don't know what else to say. Like, it feels like Nintendo wants people to, you know, mod their consoles. Oh no! That's it. That's it. You can see it right there. Software unavailable. Currently unavailable. Everything. It went from buy now or like add to, you know, purchase to software unavailable. Look at that. That's it. You can no longer buy games. You can re-download them though, right? Like, you still have that option. Like, they still appear on your what do you call it? On your device. Like, for example, let me show you. I don't know, what do we got? Something that's free. I think stretch mode was free, right? You click on that, and if you downloaded it before, right, the whole eShop went down and everything, then you still have the option to re-download it and everything. I don't know how long, but we'll see. Oh no, it's not looking good for the... Oh no! I can no longer interact on the Wii U. Nintendo eShop. It is no longer possible to make purchases. The eShop is gone. It's completely gone on the Wii U. Look at this. It's just a white... Like, it's just a white screen now. I mean, at least that's loading, but like it says, software unavailable. Software currently unavailable. Like I said, I spent the last week. It felt like the entire year just went by like full speed, right? I remember hearing the news that the eShop was closing, but then, yeah, next thing you know, it's already 1 year later. And like I said, I spent the whole week just archiving footage and everything. And this is new. Not available. You can no longer buy it. I'm gonna see if on the 3DS is the same thing. It probably is, right? Oh no! Information has been updated. Nintendo eShop will now restart. Oh no! Oh no! That's it, boys. Can I even check my, like, my profile or anything? Okay, I still can. But what if I click on, I don't know. Let me click on Twilight Princess. Software currently unavailable. Oh, that is so sad. Alright, I think it would be appropriate if my last Zelda, or you know, last game officially on the Wii U is Wind Waker. I already have Wind Waker, you know, I got it. I pre-ordered this console, but See, it lets me download it because I have it both digitally because I got it with this console, but I also wanted a physical version. So many years ago I bought it, you know, it's right behind me. And it should still let you, right? If I click download, it will be like, hey, we're downloading it now, or something. Yeah, you see? Like, as long as you had it before today, right? You should be able to, you know, still do all that. Now, I think it's time. I think I have to restart the... Because there's nothing. There's no... You see this white screen? There's literally nothing anymore. I'm gonna close the eShop on the Wii U. And I'm gonna try to reopen it. And I'm gonna see what happens. Oh no, why is it flickering again? It always does this. Oh, that is so sad. The music is still there, right? Like, I can still hear the music coming out of the gamepad, but there's literally nothing on the screen itself. There's no more categories. There's nothing. What about download codes? I guess you can still do that, I think, if you have one. Charts? Charts still work, but yeah, like you said, no more, you can no longer buy it. That's it. That's it. And the news? Nothing. It just tells you that the eShop is closing, basically. It is no longer possible to make purchases in the Nintendo eShop for the Wii U. It is also no longer possible to download free content, including game demos. Does that... wait, what about if it's tied to your account, though? Because like I said, I spent the last week... Let's look at account activity. I spent the past week just downloading demos and whatever. Let's see. These are all 3DS. You see that? Like everything. Sonic Lost World. That's the DLC though. I don't remember what was a official game though on the Wii U that was free. Is there no way for me to like actually check what I have? I think there is, right? Oh, your downloads. Okay. Downloaded software? Software on this console. These are all 3DS. Okay, Wii U Panorama View. Star Fox Special Demo. Let's just do Star Fox Special Demo. Download. So yeah, there's literally... that's it. They just flipped the switch. The eShop is still here, but they just... you can't buy it. You can still download, right? As long as it's on your account. And you know, it's all tied to your account. You can still download all the games you have and everything, but that is so sad. They just ripped off, removed. Like I said, they just deleted it. The music is still there. Man, that is so sad. Let's go over to the 3DS now. Let's restart that and see what happens. Little eShop guy. But yeah, it makes me sad. Like I said, Miiverse was such a huge part of the 3DS and the Wii U, especially as an artist, right? I always drew. I drew pictures. Luckily I saved all my pictures. Oh my god! Look! It's completely gone! There's literally nothing. What? There's only Nintendo Selects. They deleted all of it. Software is currently unavailable. Seriously? Look at this. Look at this. currently unavailable. Oh my god. Alright Nintendo, your best software here, but what's the point? What's the point of showing it off on the eShop if you can't buy it anymore? This software is currently unavailable. What if I click on it? It's currently unavailable. Oh my god. Also, something I forgot to mention, you know, because I was recording, a lot of Capcom, tip my hat off to you. Basically, every single game of theirs was like 90% off discount, right? So a game that was like $30 or $40 was down to like $2. So good on you, Capcom. I know a lot of people, you know, were getting those, but no, not Nintendo. Nah, fuck that. You know, buy Majora's Mask digitally for $40, right? And then once the online service for both the Wii U and 3DS shut down, it's gonna happen one day, right? And then what? You don't have access to it anymore? What a sad... Man. What a bootleg. That's so sad. That is so sad. It's all just gone, just like that. Just like that. It's done. Okay, I know I have this one. Donkey Kong Country. Will it let me re-download it? Okay, it does. So if I press re-download, press download. Oh, I'll plug it in, don't worry. Oh god damn it. I have to do it now. Download. Download later. It might take a while. Oh, there you go. And then when I close it, it'll download. So yeah, even though it says it's unavailable, as long as you have it tied to your account, I mean, it should still download, but yeah, that is so sad. There is nothing. One thing I will say, the eShop on the 3DS, navigating through that was kind of ass. It was very slow. It was very tedious looking through every DLC and update. It was just kind of bootleg. The Wii U was much better, right, in that regard, because, you know, you can click on any game and then you can just see the DLC or updates right there. Whereas the 3DS was much different. Oh my god. Okay, so you have settings you can still access. Redeem codes. Okay, you can still use that, who knows for how long. Scan QR code, history. There are no updates. Account activity. I think that's all the demos I downloaded. Yeah. Wait, 388? Oh my god. A lot of that is from, like I said, the last week. There's just demos and whatever. Because I know some demos have specific items or like a certain, you know, a special chapter tied to that demo on some games. Free downloadable software. Man, that is so sad. And now, hold on, now I'm curious. Does Pokemon Bank, is it now free? Because I got the whole Pokemon Bank thing, right? Back in 2020, Nintendo did a thing where it was free for like a year. And I took advantage of that. Charts, recent arrivals, and news. No news. What about charts? What's the best selling on this, you know, it's probably Pokemon Bank, right? I don't know. All user ratings. But yeah, I'm gonna go see. I don't know why this one's at top. Real Sim 3D. No. Yeah, it's so sad. Super. You know what's bootleg? There was no reason to have a new 3DS, to be honest, right? There's only, what, like Xenoblade Chronicles that could be played on here? And maybe Super Nintendo games? Right? Like, officially, that is. I love the new 3DS, though, but I wish... Like, I don't need two 3DSs, to be honest. You know? They're not, you know, they're kind of expensive, but I wish I had the option to get the new 3DS instead of the original one. I still had a Hoot, right? And it wasn't like until like 1 or 2 years later when this one was announced, but still. So yeah, will it let me download them now? It said it's free as long as you had like a subscription, and like I said, I had the free thing in 2020. You know, like I don't think I ever paid for this. And I downloaded Pokemon Bank and also Pokemon Transporter, I believe it was called. So let's see what happens. Preparing, of course. The poor Wii U is just blank. Like, oh my lord. I have both right here, right? And it's just blank. Would you look at that? Wait, free trial period? 40 days? What do you mean free trial? I thought it was completely free. They said that Pokemon Bank was 100% going to be free after it closes. What do you mean 40 days? That's kind of... I hope that's... I hope that's a misprint. Because they said it was going to be free. So let's use it. My apparently I found out Pokemon Y, that's where I have all my saves. It's not stored. 110 Pokemiles. What did they do? Sure. Pokemon Y, my save is stored onto, you know, my, what do you call it? Move him up here. Does that work? Oh, it does. My Pokemon Y save and everything is on the cartridge, right? And since we moved, everything is, you know, in a box somewhere. So I haven't been able to put all my Pokemons on here. But it works. I mean, I don't know what that thing is about the 40 days, but I mean, it works. Cannot find game is compatible. I'll have to look it up. Is that the DS ones, I think? And so yeah, right away, like I said, like the first 2-3 minutes, they either had it automated or they were waiting on a switch. And they literally, yesterday, right, there was maintenance they did, and the eShop went down at midnight for like maybe an hour or something. Because they were getting ready. They knew. They already knew. Yeah, so I don't know what else to say. It's a sad day for preservation, right? For games that are going to be lost. Officially, you cannot buy these games anymore, right? Unless you already bought them before. Like I said, then again, you did have 10 years and all that stuff, I get it, right? But some people didn't have 3DSs or Wii U's back then, right? So, there's nothing else to say except, you know, thank you eShop for doing what you do. Boys, homebrew boys, you know what to do. It's very easy to mod both of these consoles. And, you know, if Nintendo's not going to officially support them anymore, then, I mean, you have nothing to lose, to be honest, if you don't mod your consoles, right? Not only do you have access to all these games, you know, basically forever, right? You can still play online and a number of different features too, right? Like, that's how I'm recording the screen here through the Wi-Fi. It's a little choppy and whatever, but it does the job, you know, with the 3DS. And yeah, so that's a sad day. There you go. Thank you, Wii U. Thank you, 3DS, for, you know, I don't know, for just all the good memories throughout the years. Anyways, thanks for watching if I ever post this, and I'll see you all next time. Toodaloo! Dude, later.